sick ability. Why is this man wielding? Okay. He also looks confused by the amount of that he's wielding. It's new Diablo season day. So I want to get in and get out.
You're still on that.
Still on Diablo, still on Overwatch. Overwatch is sick at the moment. It's
really
wild.
I saw there's like a Coliseum or something.
Stadium.
Stadium.
It's like a MOBA, kinda. It's like each round, well, you effectively like get currency between rounds and you like buy items like powers and like you change the kit of your characters.
Right.
So it's kind of nuts. And
so
then it breaks the characters, but like everyone's broken.
Yeah.
So no one's broken. Which is really, really cool.
So they're chasing the League / Valorant crew, I guess, with that.
It's more like, I would say the round structure is very Valorant because it's like best of 7 and like you have like a buy stage in between rounds. It's very like CSGO Valorant. I think like like it's more like, I think Smite had like the power stuff more, but yeah, it's very MOBA-esque. It's a lot of fun.
That's good. It's good that they're evolving it. So
I would say it's the best it's ever been. And then they've added hero bans as well. So legitimately TikTok is so good right now because it's just Sombra mains like crashing out because it's like Sombra is like the default ban. So they're just like, I just want to play Sombra, and it's just like every game is just like the first ban. It's always Sombra. It's very, very funny.
I'm trying to go. I've been playing. I was just playing Monster Hunter. I'm still on that Monster Hunter grind. Because they had the spring event, which is always fun in Monster Hunter when they do the events and everything changes, and just a nice cozy time.
Have they done a crossover event yet? Because they did a crossover event pretty quick for World, didn't they?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, I wonder what will be the first one. Because they get kind of wild.
I thought Devil May Cry would have because of the new show, but because they've had Devil May Cry stuff in it before. Right. They always do Street Fighter, DMC, and Mega Man. The 3 that they typically go to. But yeah, nothing yet. So we will see. And speaking of seeing, you are seeing episode 30 of the Magic Castles podcast, a podcast about magic. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm Tom.
Maximum effort. I love it.
It's so warm. I'm Tom, aka Feed with an X, and this is Adam, aka Adam GCB.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. It's alright. It's like warmish.
Yeah, I've not been in this room all day. My computer's on. The other computer isn't, but it will start getting hot in this room soon. So yeah, I got my computer has been on, but this monitor's been off because it's like a oven, and the 2 lights are on for this recording now, so it will get toasty in here quick. That's another reason I think we're going to try and whip through stuff this episode. So apologies if this episode's short. I say it'll be shorter. It'll probably be an hour and a half. So yeah, we're going to do good there. Strap in.
Yeah,
get some ice cubes. I need to open the show notes. I'm terrible today. I haven't even filled in my upkeep, but we need to do all of the welcome back, the like and subscribe. Go and check out the gameplay. Go and watch the gameplay. It's good stuff. Go and watch some more episodes.
Episode 2 out now.
Our episodes are pretty evergreen. You can go back and
that's true.
Relive some dumb news and just listen to us talk.
If you're following along with the timeline, the canon, if you will. Episode 2 is out now. Episode 3 will be out in 2 weeks. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So you'll be getting a new episode in 2 weeks' time, which is very exciting, pending all the footage and audio being good. But we'll see.
Click the bell for notifications, turn notifications on, do all the things, and you can
leave a comment below saying,
leave a comment.
I'm excited for episode 3. That would be very, very nice of you.
Please do. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but in fact, we should go into that now, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, we recorded episode 3 the weekend.
Yep.
The weekend just gone. We had 2 guests come up, down, left, right. I can't remember where they came from. They came in a direction. And they, we got some games and we won't spoil it. Because we somehow managed, I realized after dropping them at the station, I didn't take a single photo or do any kind of behind the scenes stuff. Which I really wanted to do this time, especially.
I kind of like that though. Like, there's no pressure. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're there to do a job. Like, we're there to shoot a thing. And the whole like, oh, we got to do stuff on BTS. I'm like, I'm worried about the stuff that we're filming not working, let alone like.
It's less that. I just think a few photos would have been cool, especially because I've got friends around my house, so it's nice.
That's true. That's
capture some memories, but
maybe next time.
I'll remember it next time. I was driving home, and I was about halfway back, and I was like, I didn't take a single. I'm normally the one who's snapping pictures and stuff, and
so I have two drive home stories actually from this weekend. One was I was driving home and then I got an alert saying your phone's out of space. Not my phone, my Google account. I was like, Tom didn't take the video from my phone. So I had to upload that. The other thing was, I was listening to one of my Spotify mixes and it got to the point where it was like, okay, it's just playing the same fucking songs over and over again. So I'm not going to say it now because she's always listening.
Oh,
I said, hello, Google, play Skeletor by Ghost, the new Ghost album that came out on Friday. So I was like, I'm 45 minutes away from home, it'd be perfect length. And it goes, sure, here's Spooky Scary Skeletons by Andrew whatever, and I'm doing 70 down the motorway, and it's just like, and it was like the dubstep like TikTok remix as well, just blasting like full volume in my car, just blasting, and I was literally going, hey Google, stop. I couldn't like reach over.
That's incredible.
So that was fun. That was a fun experience for me, having a meltdown in the car whilst the dubstep remix of Spooky Scary Skeletons plays, which I also felt was a very good like jab from Google. Good going. So
I get stung with that, and then I end up with some country song. It's normally some country song that plays. It doesn't matter what I say. It'll normally default to some country artist. I don't understand why.
Yeah, we get it every now and again because I sleep to like brown noise from my speaker, and I'll say like, oh, play brown noise. They go, sure, playing Brown Eyes by, and it's usually some K-pop artist, or I think there's like a Destiny's Child track. So that's quite fun, but it starts beating out like K-pop quite loud at like midnight as well. My neighbors must love me for that one.
My other driving, it's not as exciting as yours. I got further back home and I had a message off one of our guests, and I was like, oh shit, have they picked up something important out of my car accidentally? And I was like, I need to pull over and check this. So I like furiously found somewhere to park on the street. And it was just a dumb, because the message was a photo, no text.
Oh, right.
So it wasn't reading it out. So it was just a dumb photo in the end, but I was like, in little streets.
There's always that though. I've forgotten this. You're like, okay.
It's normally me. That's the thing. So I was driving around these little streets trying to find somewhere to park in Birmingham. And it was like, because if I'd got, I had to get a train, and it was a whole thing. And yeah. Anyway, it was a good weekend. It was a good recording session. We got 2 games in. So that's our soft, like sweet spot, I think.
Yeah, I think 2 is reasonable. I think 3 if you get a very quick game in. Because even if you get a quick game in, the bulk of the time is setting up, doing the intros, getting in the zone, like getting fucking locked in to record.
Framing
like the gameplay part.
Up.
Yeah, the gameplay part is like not the gameplay part is kind of the bit where everyone's in the flow state and just getting on with it.
Yeah.
So all the stuff around it takes a while. So I think 2 games for our recording sessions is, like you said, nice kind of sweet spot. I think 3 is doable, but killer. And then 2 allows us to have some kind of cold storage ready to go out. So game 1 of this session will be out in 2 weeks. And then you might see game 2 kind of down the road more as well. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with gameplay. Should we move to Upkeep?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though you've not filled out any of your show notes.
Yeah, I haven't. I'll just go off the dome. What have I done? I haven't played.
We played with Jay and Ben.
We played with Jay and Ben. Yeah, God.
You can talk about that because you've not put anything in show notes.
Yeah, that was so long ago. That wasn't that like right
That
after
was
the last
not last.
recording?
That was the weekend before.
Yeah, I didn't even remember what I played. Jeez. Oh, did I play Tevel? I did. I played one game with Tevel and one game with Greasefang. It was
yes.
So I played the new Tarkir Precon that I've upgraded a little bit. Surprisingly good, and I enjoyed it, which I was quite shocked at. Well, not shocked, but I was pleasantly surprised. So that may stick around. It was a good fun time. What did you play that first game?
I played Kosai.
Kosai. Which one's that?
Green.
Oh yeah, your
guy
green
needs to be equipped, have a
Green
carrot on
Voltron
him. Yeah, and be enchanted. Yeah.
Good fun games. And then
I think that was a good showing for your Teva. How do you say his name?
Tevel.
I mean, that was good. I was actually like, oh, this guy's got some gas to him. Like a lot of time, like even when you were kind of doing, I do think a lot of commanders are like this now, like how they're just designed. But like when you were kind of doing what would normally be perceived as inconsequential, like engine stuff, like you were getting like pretty good payoffs. I do think that is just like modern day kind of, commander or designed for commander leaders. But like I felt like stuff you were doing was pretty impactful.
It can definitely ramp up as well. Like you keep doing the same thing, but your benefit will be greater the more effects of that type you add in, which is good. There are a few more upgrades I want to make to it, but I think it's in a decent spot now. It's not super impressive. It seems like quite a nice deck.
Do you feel like that is actually an issue with kind of modern day commanders, which you've just said, it's just kind of like you're just doing the same thing and getting like not a small positive like effect, but like I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of durdling going on, especially with the last couple of precons. Like nothing's felt very explosive.
Yeah, they all have. Like from Bloomburrow onwards, really, it's been very much like that. Like the Bloomburrow ones, the Duskmorn ones, these. I won't speak for the other Dragonstorm ones, but I don't know. What
from what I've seen, apart from even the Timor one's a bit durdly.
Really?
Yeah, the Mardu one is very durdly, which is quite telling. Which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah. Nothing seems like it's like punching through.
Yeah,
it's what I noticed when I was playing Kosai in that game, because Jay was on the Birds.
Yeah, the
Offspring Precon. I can't remember what Ben played game on. Sorry, Ben. Need to write these down.
Was it the Rooms?
Rooms was game 2.
Rooms was game 2. It feels like it was months ago.
Yeah, but playing Kosai, I was like, oh, I'm like explosive. And maybe that's just because that's the kind of decks that I like playing. But it did feel very like everyone's kind of... It kind of felt like in boxing where everyone's kind of just doing like footwork.
Yeah, you're like turning the cranks on your commander, aren't you? You really got to turn the crank to get there with the precons. But when they do, they do. It really does feel like that since Bloomburrow. I was just thinking, like the 4 Bloomburrow precons were all very like that.
Yeah, they're not like I whack you for a lot. It's all just kind of like take minimal bits of damage here and there, like chip damage. It's all just death by 1,000 cuts. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then game 2, you played Greasefang. Jay was on Birds, Offspring again. It's the precon. I can't remember. There's too many precons now. I don't know all the leaders.
I've got it lined about somewhere, but
and then Ben, Jay's partner, played. It's Rooms. What's her name?
Was it not Marianne? It's Vandra.
The little girl that Volgoth's like Volgavoff is like, let's make a bunch of rooms together.
Yeah. Changing rooms. That was the name of the deck, wasn't it? It was
Grand Designs.
Marina Vendrell.
Yeah.
Vendral's Grand Designs. Yeah.
And Ben was playing every playable room, which was noble. And then I played Koram.
Yes.
The Undertaker. And that was a good one.
Yeah, that one really went up and down a lot. I played Greasefang because I don't often play it, because when I do, I normally end up with like Parhelion on turn 2 and I'm just doming people, and it's so one-sided. And I wanted to play it because you said you'd never seen it, and I had like the Valor's flagship in the bin, which is like the new good target for that commander, and even with that I still wasn't feeling super oppressive, and I got like the Thunderhawk Gunship in, which is like a baby Parhelion. It actually felt really good. That's probably one of the best games I've had with that deck, as far as it's slowly ramping up to the end game rather than it just spiking ahead of everybody else. And yeah, you were kept under control quite a lot with Karam, because most of your Karam games I've seen
bogged, which is sad, but it was fine. Actually, it didn't impact me that much. What I've learned with Karam is, if there's more than one person playing black, you kind of have to hold back for the first bog, and kind of and then you go all out. And if you're unlucky enough to get the second bog, that's you dead. But you kind of have to play around it a little bit. I think I got stuck on lands. I think I got stuck on red, which is very Karam. Yeah. Getting. I think there's just annoyingly, it's like the red's mana production's quite low, and a lot of the red that you need is like double pip, or you want a double spell, and it's like one red each time. It's very annoying. But yeah, otherwise that was a fun game.
It was nice you having the big bog me sign above your head, so I didn't get bogged, because Greasefang needs to get bogged. Like,
if because I feel like Greasefang gets bogged even once, it's kind of game over. But yeah, no, I weathered the storm for a bog. So at one point, both my graveyards were about the same size as my library. Well, my exiled graveyard and then graveyard number 2 were quite large. I was getting a bit like, I need to hit a Chantress Ignition. But then Ben stole my Lord of Extinction, which was absolutely massive, and then my Jarad Golgari Lich Lord, and it activated it because he could, because they're in 5 color, and then killed everyone.
It was funny though, because like just totally pillar-footed up. In a deck that's just a janky pile of cards, and just managed to pull the right strings to grab the right things.
It's just wild how much like one propaganda effect can just stop you getting attacked ever.
We ended up 2, didn't go.
He had a propaganda, and they had
copied it. It was
they copied it, towards the end.
Artifacts, the enchantment, copy enchantment.
Yeah, it's just wild. Even when there was just one on the field, that was enough for most of the game. And I don't really mind that too much with Karam, because I've got reach with Gerard activated ability or Chandra's Ignition. So I'm kind of like, well, I'm going to get you eventually. Yeah. But no, 2 of my things got stolen, and then they won the game. So that's fine.
For me as well, it got to the point where, even though, like I said, I had Valor's flagship, which is like the big beta lifelink 7/7 flyer, it came to a point where I was using it the way I originally intended it, which is like a toolbox. Like, I've got five vehicles in my bin. Which one do I want out this turn? I actually managed to do that at one point. I can't remember what exactly it was, but I did pull something out because it was what I needed on that turn to use, which I don't think I've ever had that happen with that deck, because I always get Parhelion. I'll shuffle it away.
It's the best target,
right? Well, no, it'll just end up in my hand. It's like the one ring. I'll shuffle it away. Turn 3, I'll end up drawing a card, and it's there, and it's just it just keeps finding me. So it's crazy. But yeah, those are really good games. Had a lot of fun. I haven't played Spell Table in a long time, so it's nice to get some games in. So
yeah.
Other than that, I've been Beyblade, and that's been about it, really. Did a tournament on Saturday, came 4th out of 20, which I was quite proud of. I went undefeated in the Swiss until the last round, where it was me and the other guy who had gone undefeated. So it was basically just like a clash.
Yeah.
And then he beat me there just about. We had basically a mirror match as well. Our setups were.
Well, your top. So our Beyblade top 8's not seeded then?
It's Swiss and then top 8 off the Swiss.
But then you shouldn't be playing the undefeated guy if it's seeded.
No, this was the last round of my Swiss.
Oh, got you. That makes sense.
We were both 4-0, so we went into our last round of Swiss.
Got you.
Yeah, it's also, I don't know if I've mentioned this on here before, but like I told you yesterday, they use the Wizards app the companion app to track everything, which is just so odd to me. Yeah, this guy was basically running a mirror of mine, so we had a game, and he won that one, got through to the top 8, and then I think I went up against him in the semis, which I was disappointed at. I was really hoping to get to the finals with him, because that would have been a good story. But yeah, it was a good time. Everyone's still really, really cool. It's just nice, fun vibes, trying out new things, and people coming up with funny combos and stuff. So yeah, good. That's good stuff. I don't think I played any other Magic really, apart from the recording. We were going to sit down and play some last night, and we ended up playing poker for 2 hours. So that's something.
It's basically Magic.
It's basically Magic. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I did get sent something nice by Magus Magius on Blue Sky. Shout out. He sent me. He posted these on his stories. He had these little. I love these little old. Rule books,
like the inserts and stuff.
Yeah, and I posted about it. And he was like, "I'll send it if you want." So he's sent me that over, and this is I think this is a revised one. It's missing like the outer cover, I think, unless it actually did come like that, which wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, it's
I think
cool
it
little thing.
Did
like check that old Wizards logo out? Can you see it?
Yeah,
it's fantasy trading card game by Richard Garfield. It's crazy.
I think that's the cover. It was very like zine-ish, if that's the revised one.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the plastic cover had fallen, like I don't know what it is, like the cover had fallen off, but the staple seems fairly close. I love as well that like the logo's never changed. It's always been.
Well, yeah,
it's just good text.
So you know the story of the backs, right?
Yeah.
They originally wanted to change the backs, different colors each set.
There's a pink one for.
And they were like, "Oh wait, this is actually really bad. We shouldn't do this." And then they were locked in.
But that's why the Biro mark's on the back as well.
Yes.
But yeah, the Magic logo is so good, really. Don't think it gets talked about enough. For that typography is spot on. Anyway, enough fighting around about words. What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Played with Jan Ben, which we just talked about.
I was going to say, we've probably got some crossover here as well, because there's a few things I've forgotten about.
Finished building Zergo, which was fun. I need to take that out for a ride. That looks really cool. So that's the face of the face Zergo from the pre-com. I just like the kind of like...
It's the mobilized one, right?
Yeah, so it's the aristocrat one.
Yeah.
But I like that it's very like combat orientated. I think that's more interesting than just like I make a bunch of guys and then sack them to an altar and then everyone's dead. So pushing it more that way. And then a bunch of Secret Lairs showed up.
Yeah, I got a few as well.
So I think it was just the SpongeBob drop showed up. Open the SpongeBob Secret Lairs. Whiffed horribly on the bonus cards. So free command towers. Reddit is dubbing the Pineapple Curse, which I think is quite funny. Yeah.
I was hoping for at least one. I would have been happy if I got one for Plagon. But,
so
the
dismembers apparently have awful quality control. So all over Reddit is people saying this dismember's like fucked, and it's either like off cutting or just like the foilings. Like when sometimes the rainbow foiling has like kind of like white speckled dots, like where it looks like it's been rubbed away. It's getting a lot of that now. Again, I think that might be US only, but just a word of warning if you do have just members. But I didn't get anything special there. But that also came with the Garden Bud Secret Lair, which
I was really excited for because it's got a lot of stuff for Windgrace, and then opened them up and I was like, okay, these cards are like phenomenal looking. They're in that kind of psychedelic poster treatment, which I know a lot of people are allergic to. I don't care.
They look really nice.
They look really, really nice. I get the whole like, oh, you can't really read it. It's like, yeah, you can. You just got to like, you have to look for it a bit harder. Like, it takes a second. You're like, oh, that's how I read it. It's it's nowhere near as egregious as some of the Lord of the Rings ones, which are literally unreadable. Those psychedelic poster ones are.
There's too much text on those is the problem. Yeah. It's crammed into such a small space in a strange style that's like all over the place already. It's just like way too busy.
Yeah.
I got the rubber hose one as well. I meant to say.
Oh yeah.
Was the something tunes, which annoyingly the bonus cards are black and white versions of them.
Yes, I got Young Wolf as well, which is also apparently the curse because everyone wants Fatal Push.
Yeah. These look incredible.
Yeah, so the cool. Tomb one I got as well. Crack that open, and then Dragonstorm stuff started showing up. So I just waited like a couple of weeks to see what I actually want from Dragonstorm for upgrade. I didn't want that much. I think I spent like somewhere between like 50 and 80 euros on card market. I had credit, so it felt basically free. It was mainly stuff for Zergo, if anything, like just stuff that I hadn't opened. So that showed up. I also had some stuff from Mirim on Goso, like the new Sarkhan, the new Mox. I was playing around with like some of the Omen Dragons, but like not a lot of them are great. One replaces Kadama's Reach, kinda. You can only get basic forests rather than any land, which we'll see, but you do get a dragon out of it, so it's not the end of the world. And that was it really. It was like upgrades and recording. Doing the recording stuff is weird now because basically what it does is it says I kind of say that I'm not going to play Magic for the week before.
Yeah. So
like just to save on time and whatnot. So when I know I've got gameplay coming up, I typically don't play the week before or even the week after. Because the gameplay recordings are long old sessions. So that was it. Let's move to news. Because we've got quite a bit. And some of it is just like fun discussion stuff rather than hard-hitting journalism. It's why you're here.
Because of the busy weekend, we didn't record on the weekend, so we've skipped the Magic Castles curse of recording as news breaks and then talking about it 2 weeks late. So luckily, because we're recording on a Tuesday, that's a little behind the scenes, peek behind the curtain. We've got these things that came out like the other day.
God,
not this. This came out ages ago. Sorry,
this came out ages ago. This came out a week ago. But I think it came out like just after we recorded again. This is quite funny. So an article went out live called Through the Omenpaths and Digital Universes Beyond Updates. Now, too long didn't read. Effectively, there are... you kind of have to roll it back a little bit. So, Universes Beyond, when it first came out, they did a thing called Universes Within, which was the in-skin reprints of certain Secret Lair, mechanically unique drops, right? So they did it for Walking Dead. They've done it for Street Fighter, Stranger Things, and they did one more, or did they not? I can't remember. They've done a couple, not loads.
The D&D ones.
They did the D&D ones, which were quite nicely handled. And everyone was like, this is cool, I want more of this in paper. Because I think Universes Beyond still thematically for some people in paper, it's kind of like an immersion breaking thing, which is fine. It doesn't affect me. Play what you want. I don't care. But what they've kind of had to do due to licensing stuff clearly around Spider-Man is they're doing a thing called Through the Omenpaths, which is a complete Universes Within remake of Spider-Man. So coming to Arena and Magic Online,
was basically, I'll read it out. Marvel Spider-Man, as well as future Marvel sets, that's a big thing that people weren't kind of talking about, will not be coming to digital Magic platforms. Instead, we will release our first through the Omenpaths set on September 23rd. We'll have more information on that set as we get closer to the release date. This is weird. So it's basically the Spider-Man cards, but with Magic the Gathering art. Now, out of all the Universes Beyond properties that you could have done this with, I actually think Spider-Man might have been the worst one, because I think people were really pumped to play Spider-Man cards. So Final Fantasy and Avatar: Last Airbender are still coming to Arena and Magic Online. So they will have their Universes Beyond theming. This is just messy, right? That's the best way of explaining it. Like, I don't think it is bad one way or the other. It's not great. Like, it's a bit of a communications nightmare. It also means that you're going to have grinders that play Arena knowing Spider-Man cards by one name, and then if, say, they go to an RCQ or an RC or what have you, suddenly they need to know what the Spider-Man versions of those cards are, which I'm sure won't be hard. It makes things harder for things like draft. Like, constructed, probably not that much of a problem. I've seen people say, like, they hope that this set comes to paper. I just don't think it will. Knowing that Wizards printing capacity is already basically maxed out, right? Like, they can't even print enough of the sets that they're meant to be bringing out in the first place.
Yeah.
So the idea of them saying, "Oh, we're also going to do, we're going to split this run Spider-Man and whatever this through the Omenpaths set ends up being," I just don't think is reasonable.
I do think it could at least stop the One Ring reprint problem. If Spider-Man has a card that's like,
yes, yeah,
or say there's like 5 or 6 cards that need a reprint. Yes. I can see them maybe dropping that. Like,
it depends on what the licensing deal is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Does it? If they're doing this, I feel like they've got some agreement here where they're allowed to do what they want with these cards.
I think they have an agreement with Lord of the Rings where they can't reprint certain cards.
Yeah.
Because I think they would have reprinted certain cards by now.
Well, didn't they say they can do universes within of them?
It's a case by case basis.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, they've clearly done this to get around that, so they've come to this agreement. And this is also, I think the two main culprits of this are Magic Online and Marvel card, whatever it is,
Marvel Snap,
or a potential future Marvel card game. Yeah, or them being included in like Look On or something.
Yeah, you got to remember, like, Marvel Snap is available everywhere Arena is.
Yeah.
And like, I stopped playing Marvel Snap. I was like in on Marvel Snap. I stopped playing after like season 4 or 5, whatever. It was whatever the Black Order season was. It was quite early on. I was like fully in. But the idea that you could not like a season of Marvel Snap or say a meta or an event and go, well, I'll just download the other Marvel card game on my phone or PC is horrendous, like, user attention, right? Yeah. If you've got competing, and like, I know I always joke that I think Magic the Gathering is the best game engine in the world, right? It is up there for sure. Marvel Snap is not in that discussion at all. So pointing your users potentially towards a competitor with just as bad monetization as Marvel Snap, which is, Marvel Snap's one of Marvel Snap's biggest issues, is not great for them. So I think that's probably why, because it feels weird where it's like, oh yeah, sometimes we're going to have it, sometimes we're not. But yeah, but then what this does do, and we kind of mentioned it when we were talking about the Spider-Man cards that were revealed, is they're always going to need, I think, a Magic plane that pre-exists to go back to. Yeah, I think it's going to be really so the Spider-Man stuff is very Ravnica coded.
So I would be really, really shocked if this Through the Omenpaths set is not some sort of like, Ravnica based, like wider Ravnica based set, not one of these like weird murders, like small sets, whatever they're called. Horrendous idea. So I think it will be like a, how is Ravnica dealing after the Phyrexian invasion? Like, we haven't had those questions yet, right? To all that kind of stuff, which I think is good. And I think it's good for like world building, but then it's the fact that it's taken this to get there. Yeah, it's not great.
I also worry that if some card gets reprinted in this and it's sick and it's got sick art and it's got a sick name and I really want it and I can't get it, it's going to be like
proxy here, right?
I know, but
get the working file. I also think what this does do, kind of what you've mentioned with the Lord of the Rings reprinting, I think this opens up this stuff to get reprinted in like Commander product, like as reprints.
Yeah,
where it's just like, here's this card. Like, it makes sense in this deck. Here's like, we have the art, we have all the framing of it. It's good to go.
I don't want to skip ahead in the news, but one of the Secret Lairs that's coming out soon has a Lord of the Rings reprint in it.
Yes.
So it does, gives.
Yeah, but I feel like that card is generic enough.
Yeah. But still, it was part of the part of the set. So it's. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be generic Spider-Man cards as well.
But I could see like we talked about how Spider-Man is Azorius coded, and it's like, well, here's Greg, Azorius Jailer. Do you know what I mean? And now it's in the next Precon. Yeah. Cool. So that's this Through the Omenpaths stuff. I also just don't know why they just didn't call it Universes Within. You already have the branding.
I think Through the Omenpaths has like an omnibus, is it? Like it's it's a series of tales through the multiverse. It's got that kind of ring to it. So I'm sure they might do a Ravnica one for Spider-Man, and then the next one might be a whatever, different plane. It's like an MH3 style like catch-all thing where it's like here's a.
So you don't think it's going to be? It's on this set like it's a story. It's just magic stuff.
I think they're just going to call it Through the. It's going to be like Through the Omenpaths : Ravnica Rampage or something like that. Like
sure.
I think it's going to be like a catch-all thing because that name to me screams like, colon. Here's what the plan is.
It's just so clunky. Like all of it is just so clunky and so messy. And it's like
just pay the licensing.
Well, also I feel like Universes Within and Universes Beyond is like actually quite clever, right? Yes. It's like it makes total sense when it's like this is stuff outside of our universe and this is stuff within it. Through the Omenpaths, like I can explain Universes Within and Universes Beyond to like Stacey. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can explain to my wife who gently touches Magic every now and again and kind of understands what's going on. If I went, oh yeah, this is a Through the Omenpaths set, she's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
But you say that, but imagine telling, like tournament grinder John, who's been playing Magic for like 20 years, he would love Through the Omenpaths. It fits the lore, it fits the flavor, it's like a...
I'm not talking about concept, I'm purely talking about branding.
Oh, that's what I mean. Think about branding to an OG.
I don't think, but Omenpaths is so new Magic. It's so new head Magic.
It is, but it still fits the, if it's lore accurate. That's
I just don't think you need this. I don't think you need Through the Omenpaths when you have Universes Within.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm getting.
No, I'm totally there with you.
Naming convention, because they've literally said it here. Through the Omenpaths releases will be digital sets that are Universes Within
version,
then why not just say like we will be making Universes Within versions of Universes Beyond card? Like
maybe they just couldn't trademark Universes Within.
Do you know what? That actually might be true. It's quite generic.
And Through the Omenpaths,
I will give you that.
This is a Games Workshop thing where they. Do you know about that? They went through and like changed. Space Marines aren't called Space Marines; they're called Adaptus Astartes because you can't trademark the word Space Marines.
It's so generic.
It's one of them. Yeah.
It's how my favorite thing is Stormtrooper IPA. Even though it's not officially Star Wars,
Yeah.
It's branded as if it's Star Wars. It's not officially aligned with Star Wars because Stormtrooper is such a generic term. Very funny. So good. And then, but then they just use a Stormtrooper. Cool. Jesus Christ. And the hits keep coming. So that happened 21st. And then the day after, so this is a week old. I'm sorry, we don't record every week. We had a Commander banned and restricted announcement on April 22nd from Gavin. No cards were banned. We had 5 cards unbanned, and those 5 cards are Gifts Ungiven, Sway of the Stars, Coalition Victory, Panoptic Mirror, and Braids Cabal Minion. I've left Braids at the end because that's the one that
people were like clutching. Everyone was clutching their dock sides, just waiting in their
I don't think those 3 cards can.
Oh no,
but I don't think those 3 cards cannot. I do think Dockside will stay banned. I think Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus might eventually get unbanned. I don't think they can be banned. Sorry, I don't think they can be unbanned now because it sets a message. Which was, what you did was okay, right?
Yeah.
The shitters.
But you saw their hype online, and like you could see it on the sales.
Spiked. Yeah, they all fucking spiked. It's ridiculous.
It's like, guys.
Right. Broadly, what do you think of these unbans?
Worth mentioning, they're on the Game Changer list, at least.
They are automatically on the Game Changers list, yeah.
I don't really care. They're not fun. Yeah. They're not. Some of them aren't the most fun cards to play against. But again, it's it's a discussion and a Game Changer chat and a Rule Zero. And if you don't want to play against Sway of Stars, don't play against it. If you don't play against Braids, don't play against it. I know. I loved how immediately after, the worst people you could imagine were like posting their Braids on fucking everything, like, I can't wait to play this. It's like, you're going to play that once and then no one's going to play against it.
It's wild. I don't really have a problem with all of it. I think Gifts Ungiven is probably the funnest one that's been unbanned.
Yeah, Gifts Ungiven is good.
Because I think Gifts Ungiven has the scale of, well, ultimately it's the person, what they tutor for is how swingy gifts can be, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're just getting like 4 idiots, whatever, if they're getting 4 combo pieces where they don't care, which ones you pick, then that becomes a bit of a problem. Sway of the Stars just seems miserable, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's miserable for everyone. It's equally miserable.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's a 10 mana Shahrazad. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
I think as long as you're playing against somebody who's life gained their way to like 1 billion trillion life, and in that case, it's totally fine. But like, whatever.
Coalition Victory, which is the free and Ruberg for you win the game if you control a land of each basic land type and creature of each color. I think this is fine. There are easier ways to win for 8 mana.
Also, they just reprinted it. They didn't reprint it. They printed a dragon version of this in the last set. So
yeah, like whatever. I think this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I love this. Mirror is the one. So I think this is the one that could end up getting banned again.
Really?
Yeah. Because the issue with this is going to scale with the length of time this game develops for. There's always going to be new instants and sorceries that get imprinted under this that you're like, that's not cool. I think Braids and Mirror are probably the ones that I'm like, I don't know. I think you're right though. I think on Braids, it's like people will play it and you'll be like, this just fucking sucks, don't do this. I always think that's true in Coalition Victory. Someone's you'll win twice with Coalition Victory and be like, this is so anticlimactic, and no one had fun. I did that. But yeah, I don't think it's anything other. Just this was actually a very good article. Go read it if you haven't already. Kind of explaining their stance on the band, and we talked about Dockside, Jewel Lotus, Mana Crypt, and a bunch of other stuff.
The new Game Changers are quite good as well, and they talked about theory behind why some aren't on and why some are on. They've put some more of the tutors on. They've put some more green cards on because there was nothing green on the old Game Changer list.
We've got that now, so we'll talk about it now. I was just going through, like, they also did a really good job of like saying like, hey, this is kind of why stuff is still banned or wasn't considered being banned. They put a prime time, which I'm sad about. I think prime time could be unbanned, honestly. I know I say this as someone who will jam this into every fucking green deck that I play. I just love this card.
Smash cut to episode 540 of the Magic Castles podcast, where you've got a long grey wispy beard and you're like, prime time will be unbanned next week.
Yeah, because it's like, it's 6 mana, but and everyone's like, oh, it warps the game. I'm like, yeah, but that's fine because it's something that can be dealt with. Whereas Coalition Victory is like, you better have a counter magic up. It's harder win condition. I don't know, whatever. They're not. I don't think they're the same. But like, I agree. What's the green fucking?
That's
the other prime time. Sliven. Sylvan Primordial. I think this is bad. I wouldn't, as someone who played this a lot when it was legal and blinked the fuck out of this card, I don't think you can unban this because this disrupts the game too much and stops other people playing. Whereas Prime Time just gives you some land. It's fine, whatever. It's cool. What's it doing? Anyway.
I recommend watching there was a Command Zone about this.
It's really good.
With Josh and Rachel. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really strong. Brackets updates. They talk more about brackets, but again, if you want to read this, go read the article. I'm not going to read it out to you. The main thing is the Game Changers list. So, Trouble in Pairs is no longer a Game Changer.
I thought this was that last article.
No, this is this article. So, Trouble in Pairs is no longer a Game Changer. Fine. Should have been on there anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Don't agree with this.
Sphere is off. I think this is actually okay. Because I think this punishes the people who... this punishes the people that's meant to punish. Which is the people who try to double spell or triple spell for like 1 mana, 2 mana stuff. I'm playing big dorks. I don't care. Like, if I'm playing like a 5 mana idiot, I don't care that you got Trin Sphere out. So
yeah, but not everyone is. That's the thing. If you hold,
I know. I think it punishes the right people. I think what it does them do is the people who are pushing into one direction. You need to start playing a Braid. You need to start playing Vandal Blast. Like, you start playing the flashback one.
This like rinses my like mono blue deck where everything's under 3 mana though, and I've got nothing.
Yeah, there's anti-artifact stuff.
There is stuff. I just think taking this off sets the kind of precedent that stacks is fine and okay actually, and you can make a bracket 2 stacks deck now.
But I also don't think that this will be played in anything under bracket 3.
I don't know. There is that,
or 3 or lower.
Yeah, I know, but it's more the fact that it can, and I do think stacks should be considered a higher bracket thing.
I think so.
You have to go into the game prepared to remove it, prepared to deal with it, and like a precon is not going to be able to do that. I
would also argue there are better stack pieces.
There are. Yeah, 100%.
This doesn't stop you from playing the game,
but they have said that like they're not. It says there like there are many unfun stacks cards that aren't on the Game Changer list. It's like, well, why not like put them on the Game Changer list?
Yeah.
Because you can make I've been messing around in Boxford, you could make a bracket 2 stacks deck that would be like just disgustingly horrible to play against. Yeah. Or like, you know how they have a maximum of 3 tutors have like so many stacks pieces. Because Rachel was saying how moving a lot of the tutors onto the Game Changer list is what they want to do. So
I have an opinion on that. Which we'll get to in a minute. And there are 18 cards that are being added to the Game Changers list, which is fucking wild. This list is getting fucking chunky, guys.
It needs to be, though.
I know. Teferi Protection, Humility, Narset, Parter of Veils, Intuition, Consecrated Sphinx, which is Necropotence, 100%. Orcish Brewmasters, yeah. Notion to Thief.
Yeah.
Deflecting Swap. Gamble.
I think Gamble
Worldly
should be on there.
Shooter. Crop Rotation. Seaboard Muse. Natural Order. Food Chain. Aura Shards. Field of the Dead. And Mishra's Workshop. Okay. How do you broadly feel about these 18 additional cards? Because I have thoughts.
The only one I don't think should be there is Gamble, personally. I don't mind the rest. I think the rest makes sense. Aura Shards especially. Aura Shards needs to be thrown off the fridge.
I don't agree with...
Maybe Narset?
No, Narset I think should be on there. I think anything... Right. So the way that I viewed Game Changers was this thing being on the board or resolving impacts the way... changed, if you will, the game, right? In a way that is right, mind blowing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
so,
yeah. Narset, yeah.
Narset should be
you
on
can
there
draw as many
because
cards as you want. Everyone else can draw one. Yeah, fair.
Exactly, right. So it, and I think a lot of it is kind of just like, what are kind of feel bad and restrictive and sometimes not seen as like positive kind of gameplay patterns when you're not punishing, like, so when we talked about Trinisphere, I think you're punishing the people who should be punished, right? Which is like the people who are massively cost reducing or playing really, really efficient, optimized, like 1-2 mana spells and casting like 2, 3, maybe even 4 spells a turn. You're kind of saying, yo, you need to slow down.
It is, but also if you can get it out on turn 1 or turn 2, you're just stopping people from doing anything or even ramping for like.
I'm talking completely unaided.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you can do of anything. If you're like, oh, you got this out quick, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
So what? And then so like what are things? And also, I think a lot of it is like what are cards that are easy to deal with or are pushing kind of negative play patterns, like you know, over a long period. And I think like Narset kind of fits that, which is the why are you playing Narset? It's probably going in a Will's deck, or you know, you are shutting off a fundamental part of Commander, which is card draw, which a lot of decks do need to function. So there's a couple here that I don't agree with. A lot of them are instant sorcery based. I think Teferi's Protection makes sense. I think Teferi's Protection is just super powerful, and just does it does impact the game in a big way. And I think it's actually one of the few instances that should be on this list. I think the ability to absolutely just peace out and have no repercussion whatsoever is pretty big. Consecrated Sphinx, I don't think should be on here. I think it's that.
I mean, you are getting.
It's good. It's powerful. It's 6 mana and it's a creature. Like, I think like creatures kind of come down a step because we all run removal. We all run other creatures. The combat step is a massive part and can kind of deal with that. And I feel like creatures themselves, especially creatures that are pushing over 5 mana, because like this is 6 mana ish. It's like you're starting to cast spells that are going to end the game, right? So like, does the entire game warp around? I'm not saying you ramp out early, but does the entire game? Because if you ramp out a 6-drop, you're that is in itself is a game changing behavior. Yeah. So if you play a Consecrated Sphinx naturally on 6, you should be winning the next turn anyway, or getting very, very close to winning on turn 7, turn 8 anyway.
So the only thing that this is the differentiation between a 3 and a 4 essentially is the Game Changer list. So I do think Sphinx can really, because you're going to play it, you're going to draw.
I think Sphinx is fine in bracket 3 decks.
I mean, it can't, because it's up to 3 in a bracket 3 deck, but like playing it and then getting 6 cards as you go around the table?
Yeah, sure. I think it's incredible value. It doesn't stop you from playing the game.
It doesn't stop you from playing the game, no.
Or it doesn't go like I win now or lead to like bad gameplay patterns, cough necropotence. Like Orcish Bowmaster's 100% deserves to be on this list. I think anything that's like the stuff that's punishing you for just playing the game, I think is up there. Deflecting Swat, I don't understand on this list whatsoever. Everyone's like, oh, it's because it's free, and it's like, okay, sure, but like it's a response, right?
And you're only changing targets. You're not.
Yeah, exactly. You're not like.
It's not like you can deal with a wipe. Or
no, it's only as good as the thing it's swatting. There are games I sit there with just deflector swat in my hand, like this is not useful. Gamble, I don't think should be on this list. I think it's the fairest shooter in Magic.
Yeah,
honestly, most of the time it's just I'm putting something in my bin, whatever. Worldly shooter, I actually think you should probably just put more green creatures on this list rather than the shooter.
Worldly shooter is just another copy of X, Y, Z. You know, it is a copy of the best creature card in your deck.
Yeah. What are the best creature cards in green? That should probably be in this list.
Crop rotation.
Crop rotation, yeah, I think it shouldn't be on here. Really, I think it's fine. I think it's very, very good.
Well, you just put the lands on. You put.
But also, depths, like, how many times has someone played a crop rotation against you? You're like, we're done for. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think it's.
I mean, if you go for a Thespian Stage or a Dark Depths or something, it can.
Sure.
That's the thing, or a whatever, you know, the lands that where are they, like the
ones that come in with like restrictions when you play them, basically.
The Tabernacle, or
who's playing Tabernacle? Like, if I play someone and they're playing Tabernacle, I've got bigger problems in life. Like, Jesus. Seaboard Muse, I think, like it just takes up so much game clock. I'm okay with this. Natural Order, again, I'm like, why? It's like the counter spell thing, right? It's why are we limiting? We should be looking at what these people are going to get and limiting that rather than tutors. I know it's just because they're like, we want to put more restrictions on shooters, so it's the same for food chain. I don't think, shots I 100% agree with. This breaks the game, and that's fine. Yeah. That's cool. I get that. Field the Dead. I can go the way on.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's a good example of why crop rotation's fine. You put Field of the Dead on, you take crop rotation off.
Exactly.
That's crop rotation for Field of the Dead when you've got enough lands, and then
and then Misha's Workshop again. It's the Tabernacle thing.
Yeah,
if I'm taking Misha's Workshop again, I've got a bigger problem.
That's it. You get a crop rotation for that.
Wild. And then they've covered all of them. I think this is mostly fine. I think there's just a couple that I don't fully agree with. But that's fine. That's all good. Honestly, the bracket stuff doesn't really impact how I play. I kind of know that I'm playing in bracket mostly free, very rarely 4, sometimes maybe even 2, but mostly free. Yeah. It's like everyone's got 7s.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that joke was actually true. Most people just naturally fall into free. Yeah. Because I think that's like the social contract, right?
I still haven't been to an event post brackets, so I will be soon. So I'll see how that goes. I guess.
Yeah. I'd be really interested if it was like you were like, because I know they mentioned like intent, right? Which is like, like you're going to have decks that are 3 and are actually a 4 because the intent is that they are playing to win on this turn or push power. So I'd be really interested actually once you're back from Command Fest, which is like, if you guys play games of randoms, or like Archive Circle plays games of randoms, how does the bracket system actually work? Like in reality, I'm hoping that there are no bad actors in that.
I still find myself sitting down and just being like, this is what my deck does. I don't go, this is a bracket 3. I'm normally reminded by somebody to say it. Because again, I think it's just the people we play with. We were all kind of
at that level. I always
explain
go like, this is what my deck's trying to do. These are the problem cards.
Oh god, yeah. You sit down and you say, here's these 3 cards are the goal, which is good to know, because then at least you know what to watch out for.
These are the things you need to worry about.
Yeah.
We're good to go. And then otherwise I'm doing whatever.
Yeah. It does definitely help playing with people who know the game, and you can say this is a flicker deck and they'll know what to look out for.
Yeah.
This is a whatever.
We're not going to talk about the Wizards Secret Lair, the Chaos Vault one, because it's bad. That's what you need to know. Secret Lair, everyone's in... Go.
We can just zoom over this, I think. I don't think we really need to talk much about it.
It's just, I can't even talk about a list, just which one this is. Secret Lair, everyone's invited. Commander deck list is here. Well done. It's the cards that they've already seen, including Razor Palisade, which Tom mentioned very briefly last time.
$200.
Sorry, she was growling at the door. There are 10... What?
I was going to say, why have they really focused on the non-foil Rin and Seri?
It's because it hasn't got a Planeswalker icon. Where is it?
Symbol.
Where is it? Yeah. Because it's not like the Mystery Booster Planeswalker Spark reprint. It's like an actual reprint.
Right.
I don't know. I thought that was really weird as well. I was just trying to work out why.
I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. There's going to be new art for it. And then I scrolled down and it was just the same one.
It's a non-foil default frame Ridden Series Inseparable, also featuring a Secret Lair set symbol.
Cool.
Very weird. I wonder if it was something that just didn't come together and they were like, we've got this extra slot. Here's a normal frame Ridden Series.
The other reprints will have the Planeswalker symbol, right? Because I remember the Cute to Brute.
Yes,
all had the list, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So it says here, the other 89 cards are Planeswalker stamp reprints. This is the same stamp used in products like Mystery Booster or previous Secret Lair Commander decks. Differentiating these cards from their original printings, you can find the complete list of Planeswalker stamp cards below. I also wonder if it's because Rin and Seri didn't have a normal set printing because it was a buy box promo.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay.
For M9 something. M20.
Yeah, if that, okay. That makes sense.
So that might be it. I don't know, but who knows? But yeah, so this list is a bit of a mess. Have you read through it?
Yeah, it's like shape changelings and a couple of... It's
just a bit soupy. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Not for me. I'm going to be skipping this one.
Sadly, me too. I love the new art. I think the new art's gorgeous.
The new art's really sick.
The Maskwood Nexus is nice.
Tokens are nice.
You can't see all of the new art. You think they'd put all the new art in there, but you can't. You have to click on the cards individually to see it. It's really stupid.
Yeah, this is really nice. The Soul Ring's really nice.
Tender Shoot Dryad is one of the main ones because I wanted it for my Saproling deck. Because there's no nice version of that. There you go. It's just cool.
That one's nice. Adventure Center cards, whatever. But yeah,
the Taurine Mauler as well. He's on the deck, so that's good.
Yeah, was strange. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, weird. I'm going to be skipping to one. Not for me. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's everything. I'm like, okay, then it's nothing.
And it's £200.
It's $200. Yeah. You can get fucked. Talking of extortionate prices, the same day they were like, hey, here's a £200 Commander deck, and the week after they were like, hey, here's a £60 Chaos Vault drop, which
also we didn't say both of these are coming out on my birthday, so it's a lovely birthday present to me that they're dropping these ridiculously priced. No, don't worry, I don't want
them. This is the old pencil super drop. I don't understand the theming, but whatever. The themings are weird. So there is a Secret Lair X KXP. You Are Not Alone. I think KXP is like a music, radio station label thing. Anyway, Cultural Exchange, Folio and Fancies, Concordant Crossroads, Rites of Flourishing, and Font of Mythos. Oh, you're fine.
KXP is a non-commercial radio station in Seattle.
Legendary independent radio station. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the style of these. I think they're really cool.
Yeah.
I like the font folios one. It's, nice.
It's quite nice because they do. Apparently, yeah, the DJs repeat the line "You are not alone" between songs. Inspired by KXP's commitment to bringing people together through all kinds of music, the visuals on these cards honor a diverse range of gig poster art styles. For the card choices, we picked 5 group hard cards, which will get everyone at the table smiling together. Sure. Some people don't. I can tell you from experience, people do not smile when you play a Concordant Crossroads.
Or the second,
what are you doing? You just broke the game. Yeah.
The second ability of the folio as well. The first one's draw cards. The second one's let's everyone mill.
Yeah. Cool. And then they're doing basic lands. That's fine. Sick. I do really I will give Wizard props a little bit. The tiniest sliver of props. I do like that on the basic lands now they're doing 2 of each.
I would have liked more, but sure.
Yes, I think 3 the basic lands.
The basic lands, yeah.
We're getting there. Eventually we'll get 3. These are cool-ish.
Wasn't the one that had 10 of each? Was that the weird?
So those were Chaos Vaults.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
They could still do that.
They can still do it on normal.
These are really great.
These are pretty. I do think it's really, really weird that these kind of like, to me, these give SpongeBob, even though we've just had SpongeBob cards, but it's fine. I think it's the beach and the nature feeling.
I saw somebody posting that the basic land Secret Lairs containing 10 cards is the new thing going forward. And I thought, oh, cool, they're doing 10 of each because they've done it before. It's 10 total. Yeah, cool.
Cool. Featuring Jay Hole.
So this is like a Marchesa starter kit, right?
Yeah, so it's Agent of Treachery, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, Treasonous Ogre, Uncivil Unrest, and Marchesa the Black Rose. Cool. Nice. If you like this artist, you'll like these cards. It's kind of it, really. I don't think there's a lot of value here.
Oh, he did Bob's Burgers.
Yes, it's the Bob's Burgers guy.
Yeah, I didn't realize. That's quite cool.
I might get one of these maybe as a Bob's Burgers guy.
Yeah.
Interesting new one. Everything is on fire. Is new art for Chain Lighting, Dragon's Range Channeler, Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, and Skewer the Critics. As you can see here, these are raised foil versions of the cards above, which we don't know what that looks like because they didn't show it, which is interesting. I'm
going to assume the gold bit is raised, and that's
I would think so. Like the gilded new Capeda cards.
Yeah.
So they've said here, some of our drop concepts are pretty complex, subtly layered references and creative conceits on top of one another to create a nuanced blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. This is actually talking about raised foil. It's talking about the drop. Okay. It doesn't actually talk about raised foil at all. These are really, this is really cool art. There's no value.
Is that DRC like a Marvel artist?
For which one?
The DRC.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
one
like,
sec.
It's
Chewie
like
is crying.
Cool.
1 second. Molly Mendoza, maybe.
I'm going to carry on. You can stay with me, guys. We'll have a look.
Yeah.
While he deals with the dog.
Okay.
Let's check this out. Oh, he's back.
Every time I make sure this dog has everything he needs in life, and he'll still bitch and moan as soon as I sit down to do anything for more than half an hour. Right. I'm
just looking at Molly Mendoza because that dude's like giving me like a spider.
Yes, it's very comic based stuff. I do think it is an absolute farce that they're charging 100. I know they're not making you buy them. Which is usually my comeback for this stuff. But 100 for cards with absolutely no value is quite funny. Don't buy these. I don't think they're money. I don't care.
I don't think they're Marvelized, but they are incredibly talented and do wonderful art. So yeah, that's nice.
And then Lava Dart, Monastery Swift Spear, Soulscar Mage, Underworld Breach, and Mishra's Bauble. This art fucking rips.
Yeah,
I might cave on these.
I am tempted by this.
So this is all art from Toru Taranda? Yeah. Japanese illustrator.
I have nowhere to play these, but like,
Breach, that's the thing. It's like, where am I going to play a fucking Lava Dart?
I can put Breach in the curse deck that we won't speak of.
We need to have like, not a Sicko Zone Hall of Fame style, but kind of just like, why do they keep putting these in Secret Lairs? And Monastery Swift Spear and Soulscar Mage are going straight into that list. They love reprinting Soulscar Mage, and I'm like, when was the last time you saw anyone go like 2-footed in on a Soulscar Mage? Absolutely wild. Underworld Breach looks really, really cool. Mishra's Bauble looks really cool. I mean, they all look really cool, so that's nice.
Yeah, they look great.
Again, we'd like to see what the raised foil actually means for these ones, because if it means like the red or like the detail was raised, not spending $100 though. Don't be silly.
But if you do spend $100, you get a pencil.
Where have you read this?
Right at the top.
All orders will receive free shipping.
Scroll down. Maybe it's there somewhere. Wait.
I think you've made this up. I think you hallucinated a free pencil.
No, Kristen agreed with me. Kristen was like, doesn't understand either. Pencil.
Pencil. Includes Secret Lair's very first pencil. I reckon it's going to be like the fucking thing where they're like, we sold out.
Wait, have they?
There's no mention of free pencil.
They've taken it off. I swear to God.
Just going mad.
I swear to God, they've taken it off.
No mention of free pencil.
It said orders over £100 will get a free pencil.
Okay, maybe they've taken it off then. So that's Secret Lair.
Yeah.
Great. Maybe I'll get the Bob's Burgers guy one. Maybe I'll get the Toru Torada ones as like these look cool. But you're right. I just don't know where I'd play any of this.
Yeah,
Mishra's Bauble maybe, but I feel like. Also, I know like if I didn't get the Toru Torada ones, and they had a sick bonus card. But I feel like they're baiting us with the bonus cards recently as well.
Yeah.
Did you see on TikTok? It's everyone getting the Wizard Adventure one, the Chaos Vault, started shipping to people,
right?
And it's like girly girls like opening up on TikTok, and they'd be like, "Here's all these pretty cards," and then the bonus cards like flashback order.
Oh yeah, because it's the zombie reprints,
and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's so good.
It's so good.
Oh, that's so good.
Cool. We're at an hour to 15. Should we just move over to Sicko Zone Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm desperately looking for where they said about this pencil, because I swear to God.
Your mind. Bear with me as I bring up the list of the weirdest.
According to the announcement, every order comes with a free pencil. They've removed it from the post. It was on there.
Tariffs.
I swear to God.
It's tariffs.
I've got to check with Kristen.
They went, shit, we can't order a free pencil.
As soon as this dropped, I replied to Kristen's post about it, and I said, I don't know what they're doing with the pencil. And she agreed. So.
Okay. Well, there you go. Cool. It's my pick.
Ooh, I'm excited. I am actually excited for this one.
I've picked Power Sync. Because it looks like a man's wielding piss. That's it. That's how far I got. So Piss Sync is X and a blue instant counter target spell unless its controller pays X. If that player doesn't, they tap all lands with mana abilities they control and lose all unspent mana. Sick ability. Why is this man wielding piss? He also looks confused by the amount of piss that he's wielding.
He's wielding power though. And he's wielding piss. I
did an art check. The art's kind of wild for Power Sync as a whole.
That's dope as hell.
This one is like
He's pissing.
no, this is help me step bro, and then don't look at me. That's what that is. So yeah, it's not been great for Power Sync. It's a bit of your favorite, a bit of Goatsy, kinda. Eye in the hole. But yeah, Power Sync's had some very strange art. Oh, that's even it's this. Oh my god, look at the pit. Yeah, okay.
Pro Tour.
It's the Pro Tour collector set version of Power Sync because the piss is yellow. It's bright, it is vivid. Yeah, okay. I've changed my mind. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is a very, very late find. I was hitting shuffle card for a while. I think we got something.
Yeah.
I don't know how high it goes, but I think we got something.
Well, okay. I mean, we're not even talking about the ability, are we?
No, I think the ability is like good. It's just how like this is like first morning piss after this is strong.
He's just had a Barocca.
Yeah, this is like you've had your vitamins.
It's all over his face as well.
So it's not good.
I need to see like a really nicely painted like altar of this where the piss is just all over the place. It's like
it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Where's this go? What's that go to?
That's not great.
Oh man.
It must be around plagiarize, right?
Let's have a look at Cathian Money Changer. Who bought that? That was you.
That's me. This was the
oh yeah. This fella.
This guy.
This homunculus.
Yeah, it's just a fucking guy's got like gout or something. I don't know. Like he's just like not just grey. Just a grey man.
Yeah, I can see it around there.
I agree.
Yeah. That's fucked. The eyes, the mouth eyes, and the eye mouth.
Yeah. But is it piss wielding?
Piss jumper.
What's the avatar thing? Spending. Is it piss spending?
Piss spending, yeah. We both had the same thought then. I was about to say, I know nothing about Avatar, but I know they bend elements.
I know they bend stuff.
He's bending that piss. Is it?
I don't think it's weirder than Old Man. I think this bracket up is like you kind of got to have everything. You know what I mean? You got to have weird history, weird rules text, weird art.
Yeah,
the whole lot.
Yeah.
So I would be happy above Money Man.
Yeah, you think number 18?
Yeah, piss sink.
Piss sink. Oh man, that gold one as well. It's got a piss. It's on a piss border as well.
79 cents.
Damn.
It's not bad.
Can you believe
they
printed it on a piss border in when was that? 1995.
I might have to buy one.
We need it for the cube. Not the cube.
That's true. We'll grab one for the party box.
Party box.
Cool. Power Sync, aka Piss Sync, especially the Pro Tour collector version, which is just Jesus Christ, that is someone else. Is our new number 18,
and it's another name to forget what it is.
It's another in joke that we will forget at some point. I'll quickly read off the top 5 of the Sicko Zone Hall of Fame. Number 5 is Amnesia Nut. Number 4 is Elvish Bard Alliance's Art. Number 3 is Amulet of Quaz. Number 2 is Camouflage 30th Anniversary. And number 1, probably forevermore, for a very long time, is Illusionary Mask.
I'm still so proud of that.
All of it.
So proud.
So that was the Sicko Zone Hall of Fame. Before I tell you,
episode 30,
number 30 in the docket. Before I tell you how many of you ungrateful swines are not subscribed, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below saying, hey, I really enjoyed gameplay episode 2 and I'm looking really forward to episode 3. It would really help us out. Did you know 85% of you are not currently subscribed? That's a bit shit, isn't it? That's not cool.
It's bad. Is that accurate as well, or is that?
I think so. I don't know. It was the last time it was. I'm going to say that's a you problem and not an us problem. Even though that's probably an us problem. So like I said before, please like and subscribe.
Yes, and go watch the last episode, because I think you said it's over 2K now, is it? Technically? Really?
Well, it is in the back end, I think. Yeah, I need to check. But last episode popped off with mansplaining, so thank you, boys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. It's been really cool. Feedback on that's been really good.
It's our most viewed video of all time. It's overtaken the Amulet of Quaz episode, which is really nice.
And all the shorts are doing really well as well, which is good. Anything else? Or are you good to sign off?
No, like, subscribe, leave us a review, please. Is anything happening? When's Command Fest?
It's not this weekend, it's next week. No, it's in two.
No, it's the weekend after. It's the weekend after next. So there will be
it's
an
like
episode.
mid-May. You are going, I am not.
There'll be an episode before it, so
there will be an episode before it. And I think gameplay drops that week. So it's the 17th and 18th. So it's not this weekend, not the weekend after, the weekend after that. So you got a little bit. I'm pretty sure first. Or does gameplay go live on the 8th? Oh no, we should know these things. There is an episode before Command Fest. We'll maybe try and get a guest or something. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Cool. This has been episode 30 of the Magic Castles podcast. I nearly forgot what the name of the show is called. Tom, where can people find you?
Overfiend with an X. And Magic Castles Pod. Go and follow us, Magic Castles Pod. Go and follow us on TikTok, actually, because we're nearly at 1,000.
Yeah, TikTok will be really helpful. We're just Magic Castles on TikTok, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All the socials are in the description below.
Yeah.
Don't follow me on the internet. Don't follow me. I'm a working professional and people respect me for some reason. Cool.